Good evening, students and faculty, and welcome to Ravenwood, a Monster Hearts 2 actual play stream. I am your humble hostess, producer, and for the third week in a row, Mistress of Ceremonies, Mistress Winter. I am a writer, graphic designer, and all-around TTRPG hobbyist, and excited to run yet another wonderful episode of Ravenwood for my dear friend Abby Marie Carter, who unfortunately fell under the weather earlier this week and lost her voice, so she was not able to MC for tonight as much as she wanted to. But alas, I am still honored to be able to keep running the story in her place, and she will work as hard as she can to be back next week. For those of you who return week after week and enjoy this wonderful content, we thank you from the bottom of our monster hearts and appreciate your continued support. If you are new, please enjoy this episode and go and check out our VODs on YouTube under Mistress Winter's Court. We've got all the episodes except for one, which had some technical difficulties and I'm still working on. But either way, they are amazing. Follow the story, and I'll introduce you to this wonderful cast, starting with Emma.
Oh gosh. I'm not used to starting, but
Wow.
Hello everyone!
Spotlight.
Not the spotlight. Hi everybody, my name is Emma. I am a voice actor and TTRPG content creator. I am also the creative director of Tabletop Talespinners Network, a indie podcast network making TTRPG actual plays, which I will talk more about at the end of this episode. But tonight I am playing Mika, our Infernal, and am super excited to be back.
I am excited for you to be back as well. Thank you so much. Stouffer.
Hi, I am Stouffer. I am playing the Fae, Enmity, and/or Amity. I have no social skills nor social media, so you can find me on Discord at Mistress Winter's Discord.
But are supposedly rocking on the guitar.
Someday, maybe.
Oh, thank you so much. Alex.
Hey everybody, my name's Alex. I am playing our ghost of the campaign, Damon. I am similarly not as active on social media, and you can find me in Mistress Winter's Discord under my character.
So you were fading out a little bit there. Can you repeat what you said?
Sure. My name is Alex. I'm playing the ghost in our campaign, Damon Fullerton, and I can be found in Mistress Winter's Discord under my character's name.
Wunderbar. Thank you so much. Juicy.
Hi, I'm Juicy Garland, a Boston area drag queen and super nerd. You can find me on the twitters.com, on the blue skies, and also on Instagram. You can also find me on the Discord as well. Just bother me away. I am playing our sweet muffin of a werewolf, Bobby Gunderson.
A very bloody muffin.
Yeah, he tends to get bloody and
Little
naked
jelly-filled now.
and angry and jealous, a whole lot, but he's very sweet.
Absolutely.
All that jelly.
It's all a learning curve.
I guess he'd now be a meat pie?
That's a whole that there's a lot to unpack in that statement, but
There's a lot
I guess
packed in
yes.
there.
You know what? Yeah, the boy is a bottom. We've established.
He's just a headhunter.
Also, a lot to unpack there, and yes,
Yep.
we can add murderer to the plate too.
Yeah, but has he
Well,
processed
it was
that one
kind
yet?
of, what, self-defense, maybe? I think
Vaguely,
that's a
it
strong,
was
you know.
definitely gleeful murder in revenge for I would argue justifiable reasons, and he would certainly argue it.
Fair enough. All right, well, let's get into tonight's episode. But before I do, I want to remind the audience that you can influence our gameplay by turning in the influence points at the bottom of your chat. Just click on that and select your option. Do remember to select the RW items. They're in brackets RW, and they will apply to the characters and situations of your choice. So make sure to turn those in if you want to see something fun happen. All right. Last time on Ravenwood. Ooh, it was a doozy. Our students delved into the dorms that were under construction seeking out Emily, Damon's sister, who had gone full villain and had kidnapped Mika's sister Trish. The group fell victim to some traps on their way up, but eventually confronted what they thought was Emily, had a knockdown, drag-out fight with a shadow person that turned out to be Trish. And while the group was distracted freeing Trish from the mystical power through which she had been bound, Emily stabbed Mika in the back, nearly killing our infernal. However, the group rose to the occasion and trapped and killed Emily, namely through Bobby's bone-crunching jaws. 3 of them, Damon, Amity, Amity's darkest self, and Mika, rushed Trish to the hospital, where, while waiting for Trish to recover, Mika convinced Damon to sign on with Master Grimm, her dark patron, while Amity went to the nearby woods to seek a favor from the Fey King, who asked Dr. Lila's pendant in return for locating Mika's brother Xander, who had been kidnapped by this shadowy child figure. And that's where we stopped last time. The hospital grows quiet as the night comes down on it. Visiting hours die off, and thus so do the visitors. Mika, do you intend to stay overnight?
Yes. So Mika would be more worried about her sister's safety, especially after everything that's happened and with Xander gone. So she would kind of turn to Damon as the visiting hours were over and the nurse started reminding everyone that wasn't family and didn't intend to stay. Though I'm sure Damon can avoid detection thanks to being a ghost. She would at some point turn to him and be like, I don't know if I feel comfortable leaving her here. Not after everything.
You're muted.
Sorry. Well, what other choice do we have? The hospital staff are going to escort us out one way or another. And personally, I don't intend to stay.
Well, I don't know if they'll make an exception for family. But if you wanted to go with Amity and figure things out. Whatever the next move is. I mean, I know we have to find Xander. And I'm worried about him, but there's no one else that I can call to stay with her. Our parents are states away. The only other sibling we have, I am not on the best terms with.
And David, sort of sensing anxiety around the situation, leads in and is like, don't worry. Amity and I will take care of it. Xander, we'll find Xander. We'll do whatever we can. We'll make sure he's okay.
Thank you, Damon.
And who knows, maybe this new book will come in handy.
Well, it's certainly done well for me, and if you need any pointers, she kind of
You'll be
holds
the
up her
first
phone.
person I turn to. Right. Well, I think I'm gonna get going. If I'm going to find Amity, then I should probably do that sooner rather than later. But you're planning on staying?
Yeah, unless someone somehow shows up, then yeah.
Okay. Well, keep me updated, and yeah, I'll see you back on campus sometime, I guess.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be soon.
And Damon gets up and
Oh, yeah. How are you leaving?
he'll or excuse me, I will I'll just stand up from my chair, sort of just give one more once over for Trish, just sort of see if anything's changed, and head out of the room.
Because you had originally, if I remember correctly, had snuck up there because they weren't letting you back because you weren't family.
You're right. Then I'll have to be a little stealthy. I think, yeah, I will sneak back through the walls and floors, sort of slither my way back down to the entrance.
You go to phase through things. And what has kind of become second nature to you, you find just doesn't work. Initially, like, you're trying to like sink through the floor kind of thing, but then pressing into the wall, you find your hand solid, even fleshy.
There's a confluence of wonder and panic that spreads across Damon's face, as if like this is very unfamiliar, but also it is so good just to feel my own hands again, and just feel like I have skin, I have a body that is keeping me together, keeping me on a physical plane. And while that is comforting, I have to leave the hospital. And so, I will.
If you will, give me a cold.
Okay, sure thing. Okay. For cold, that is 9 plus 2, 11.
Perfect. You have that initial panic and wonderment and excitement, but then as the situation reasserts itself, take a breath, you focus, and you find that it's almost like it's just moved to a different part of your thoughts. Like you have to think about it, and your hand becomes transparent again, and you can push through and disappear through the wall.
Yeah.
It just takes a little bit of thought and effort.
Mm-hmm. Not quite second nature anymore.
Very good. So you will arrive outside. Amity, you had finished with the Fey King, who has disappeared back into the fairy circle. And what is the result of that?
So, hearing the information from the Fairy King, a couple of things nothing really clicked in terms of like figuring things out necessarily, but after dealing with Emily, Enmity has now realized that Emily is ultimately responsible for Rhapsody's death. Rhapsody, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Rhapsody's death via Jonathan, and I don't think Enmity knows Jonathan's dead, but they know enough to not really blame him, and just kind of blame Emily. So now that Emily's dead, the scales start to kind of realign for Amity and Enmity, and that's why they collapse to the ground after speaking with the king, and they have a bit of a Gollum moment, like where there's a little bit of a fight or more that Enmity is just holding on a little too strong, but eventually realizing they don't have the justification for the broken deal that they thought they had. Amity's energy just kind of fades, and that leaves Amity rolled up into a ball in this small wooden cup.
How long do you
Up
stay
into
there?
a while. Oh, it would be a while.
Damon, when you recorporealize and exit the hospital, your vision sweeps across the wood that is across the street, and you spot someone laying in the brush just past the line of trees.
Just a figure laying there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll sort of try to glean anything else from my surroundings to see if if anything is outwardly dangerous, but if there's nothing that's posing an imminent threat, then I'll go and investigate.
Okay. You will come upon Amity curled up near a circle of mushrooms, apparently sleeping.
Okay. Well, that was easier than I thought. I guess I'll wait. I'll pass some time waiting for them to wake up. Like 20 minutes.
Okay. Does Amity wake up in that time?
Yeah, I don't think they would have been much more than snoozing. So after Damon's there for a few minutes, they would just say, "Is Trish all right?
What was that?
Is Trish all right?"
Yeah. Trish is fine. She's stable. Are you okay? What's going on here?
Just a lot's happened in the last couple of days. This is the first time we really had a moment to sit.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, if there's anything we need, it's a breath of fresh air, so. Alright. Well, I hate to throw this on the coattails of that, but, the next step here, obviously, is finding Xander, right?
We kind of know where he is.
You do?
He's trapped somewhere. Like everything we've been dealing with. Cage of shadows. Someplace not really here. I don't know where, but we can figure out how to unlock the doors. We can get to him, but I don't know what doors.
Well, at least that isn't unfamiliar. What would we be dealing with?
Whatever killed your no, it was Damon's roommate. That had the same Reaper attack, right? Or
No.
no, okay.
The roommate was also taken by the shadowy child.
Right, yes. Because that was the body that was dumped in front of Amity, and yeah. So I think I thought it was the same thing that killed Rhapsody and that other boy, but I think whatever killed your roommate was different.
Yes. And when Emily tried to kill me again, I think I may have come into contact with something that could destroy a person like that.
Where?
Well, Emily did this ritual with sugar, I think, and it was some sort of ritual to sort of lock my ghostly existence in, I guess, permanently in death. But she must have done something wrong because it didn't work, and I was trapped in this sort of purgatory where I was ghostly. I felt the same, but I didn't have a voice. I couldn't feel anything. It was trapped between life and death, deeper than I was before. And in this weird sort of shadowy place, I encountered a child. It laughed like a child. I was shrouded in darkness, so I couldn't quite make out any of its features, but it left the impression of a child on me. And I'm not sure how to get back to that realm, if it's possible. I don't know what sort of ritual Emily was performing, but I think that might be looking into, if we can find a way.
The banished one. I don't know if you were here when I told the others about that. What is the story Dr. Lila told me about the demons and the Fae having a baby? Fae was banished from the Fae realm. And I found this strange note from my auntie in Dr. Lila's death, talking about we needed to stop doing what she was doing. I thought at first maybe she had killed Rhapsody for some reason involved with all of that, but I think now that was just your sister. But but I think Dr. Lila is still doing something. I don't know if she killed your roommate, but we might just have to confront her.
Is Dr. Lila Faye?
Yeah, you would know that.
Oh, okay. Well, it might be worth investigating more. Maybe that's where we can start. And hope to find Xander along the way.
I think for now he's out of our reach. Bobby's gonna be distracted all night.
And just the mention of Bobby, like, Damon goes, like, almost listless.
Maybe will like awkwardly stand up and like feel. You can tell they feel really weird in the jacket. They kind of like it's. I assume it's cold because I think we said it was like winter. And it's night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's kind of like try to bundle up in a leather jacket, but it just looks like a weird like much buckles in leather. And they're like, hey, I think I need to go inside.
I think I do too. Let's get inside somewhere.
Where are you gonna go?
Amity would just head to the hospital since it's right there.
Okay.
With like the idea of going to see Mika. Visiting hours don't compute.
Damon will focus into incorporeality and fly back to campus, back to his dorm.
Okay.
Amity will find.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
They're gonna find a one of those coffee ATM, not ATM, coffee vending
machines. Yeah.
And get a couple of coffees to try and track down Mika.
As you're getting the coffees, a strange wind blows in through the sliding doors that open, emitting a... Again, since I don't have notes, I'm just gonna go with it. This tall, dark, and slender woman looks very intense, almost hawkish. Her gaze sweeping the area. She strides to the nurse's desk, and you overhear her ask for Patricia's room.
Yeah, they will definitely eavesdrop for that.
It is a brief exchange. The nurse asking if she is family, and she confirms that she is her mother.
Yeah, I think Amity will just kind of hurry up, hopefully getting to the woman before she leaves, with like the two coffees and just go, hi, are you looking for Mika?
I am looking for my daughter, Patricia.
Oh, sure. Well, I think they're in the same place.
Oh, well, that is helpful. And you are?
Oh, he like awkwardly looks at the coffee cup. I'm Amity. I'm a school classmate of Mika's.
Oh. That is lovely.
Gonna get her a coffee. If you mind, if I could take this to her. Kind of looking at the nurse as well.
Give me a hot.
All right. Can I ask who this is directed on? Is it Mommy Dearest here?
Yeah.
Not the nurse?
Yeah.
Okay, if it's the mom, then I'll just roll. I was totally gonna hit on the nurse though. I can give them a string and add 3 to my turn someone on roll. All right, just plain hot is gonna be 9. No, sorry, 8.
8. In that case, you're gonna come off awkward.
Yeah, they
can
do not
either
hold
give you a
themselves.
string or choose one of the reactions.
Yeah, they just do not
okay.
fit
All
these clothes very well.
Yeah. She looks initially like she's going to deny you. But then her eyes flick about as if looking for someone else watching.
Amity echoes that.
She gathers herself. Let me ask. And she'll turn to the nurse. And being Fae, you can sense the magically enhanced influence. As it's something that your people have all the time, or use all the time. There is that passing of influence as she asks the nurse, who looks a little dazed for a moment, gives a nod, and please go right on through. But the mother will turn to you, nod, and turn to head up to Trisha's room.
I think that would be such a normal thing for Amity that they wouldn't even like register it as like an event.
Right. It's like, oh yeah, my people do that all the time. Whatever. Everyday thing. Very, very good. Bobby. Yeah, as we swing over.
Yes.
You escaped into the woods, your darkest self full bore after chowing down on Emily.
Yes. Yes. Until I was satisfied that she was sufficiently gone.
Where did you go?
I would have bounded off into the woods, ultimately satisfied at a job well done, until really the sun rose. So I would have been like running around the woods over by the lake, occasionally howling. Maybe I would have found and hunted a deer, tore it apart into pieces. You know, more bloodlust. But I think I would have kept away from campus, not having any destination or goal there. My goal, my single-minded goal, was to tear down Emily, and I achieved that. that was at least the way I interpret my darkest self. Either it's I pursue like the target of my affection or a specific target, and I found that target, and now I've done that, and now I'm gone. And now I just kind of have to wait until the sun rises for me to come back to myself.
Okay. Alrighty. Perfect. Then we will resume your story once we get through this next one. Mika. You come aware of a presence. One that you are intimately familiar with. It is looming and it is authoritative. And you can feel it closing in on the room.
And she sort of sighs. Because her relationship with her adoptive mother has been interesting. She puts on the facade of kindness out in public, but Mika knows that there is no public to induce that facade in that moment, and she is angry.
Sure.
So she's kind of just gonna fidget a little bit with the notebook, sort of promising to herself, no matter how bad it is, I can't use this, even though that power sort of rises up like she wants to sort of fend off this terrifying presence she knows is coming. But she pushes it back down and sort of turns to the door, not wanting to be caught off guard.
You're fiddling with your notebook. When something slips out between the pages, and you catch it. It is a smooth pebble, like one of those you'll put in gardens, and you can skip across lakes, but it's really small. And etched into a smooth side of it, its broad side, is an eye.
Mika sort of looks at it for a moment, flips open the notebook very quickly to see if there are any instructions that come with this stone.
Words scribe themselves onto the page. Place this on her person.
And to ask for clarification, she'll pull out her pen real fast and say, Trish or my mother?
You know. And that's all that will come out as soon as your adoptive mother, Julia?
Yes, Julia.
Yeah. Appears in the doorway.
And she'll close the notebook. Mother.
How are my darling daughters? as she strides into the room, followed very shortly by Amity, giving you the understanding as to why she's being pleasant.
Mika will sort of smile in relief, take the coffee from Amity.
Who does not look you in the eyes.
Which, especially after how they've been acting recently, strikes Mika as a little strange, but there are bigger demons in the room at the moment.
How is Patricia? I've been most concerned since you phoned.
They said she'll be fine. She just needs some recovery time.
That is wonderful news, and it warms my heart that you are standing vigil over her.
Well, after what happened, I couldn't necessarily leave her alone. Now could I?
I truly appreciate you taking such responsibility. But you do not need to stay. Your mother is here and will look after Patricia.
Of course. Well, I'll go ahead and... I'm sorry?
No, please.
Oh, I do have some other assignments I need to tend to as well. So I'll go ahead and, Amity, we're going back to the dorms, right? Perfect.
It's not.
I'm sorry. The other situation has me very concerned as well. Have you had any news on Xander? Or Alexander?
Alexander, yes.
Alexander.
I can kind of help with, like, they Amity like starts off with like a full head of steam, but then just like slowly wilts. Can kind of help with that. I talked to the Fairy King, and someone has taken him.
You know who? Do you know where?
No. Somewhere in Windows. In a cage, and I'm in someone's pocket, but I don't know whose.
Oh
Have
dear.
to find the right door. That's not as helpful as I was hoping now that I say it out loud.
Well, it's definitely something we can start with.
Dearest Mika, please, for my sake, find Alexander and return him home.
I will, Mother. And she'll step forward and take her hand with one hand and use that opportunity to try and slip as she's trying to fake hug her mom, use that opportunity to slip the stone into her purse.
Keep your cool.
Okay. That's cold, correct?
Yep.
Oh no, that's a 6.
No.
Oh, anybody got any points?
any forwards? Anybody?
Oh crap!
Go once, going twice.
Nope, I don't think it's coming.
All right.
Oh
no. You fumble the drop, and the stone clinks onto the tiles. And your mother blinks and looks down after pulling away from the hug.
Amity will try to snatch it off the ground real quick.
Give me a volatile.
That would be an 8.
Okay. Okay. Both of you recognize that she sees the stone before Amity can snatch it. You can see some calculations working behind her eyes as she looks to you, Mika, questioningly.
And Mika...
Oh, but go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say Mika will sort of return the look and just... as Amity reaches to pick it up, and just be like... Oh, right, I forgot to mention that. And take it from Amity. Trish had this with her when we found her. I wasn't really sure what it is, but I was hoping you could maybe do some research since you have some more connections.
It would be my pleasure, considering I will have plenty of time this evening while I wait for your sister to wake.
Thank you, Mother. And she will hand over the stone.
She will grasp it, and you can almost see her knuckles go white as she grips it very, very tightly.
Mm-hmm.
Best you run along now.
Of course. And Mika, without hesitation, will sort of place a hand on Amity's back and guide them out of the room
Doesn't
as
take much.
quickly as possible.
Your mother watches you the entire time until you are out of sight. And you're headed back to campus?
Yes. Amity, you will see the tension in Mika's shoulders immediately drop as soon as they are out of the room.
Amity is kind of like tense and like hunched into the leather jacket, which like looks way bigger on them now. It's just really awkward. They just don't have the same sort of flair that they had just earlier when you had seen them.
And Mika will kind of take that in. And okay, this is a personal question for the DM. Did that little stone action take away one of my strings?
No.
Okay.
It would have if you'd been successful.
Okay. In that case, I was gonna use the uncanny voices, but I'll forego that because I don't want to start racking up more and more strings here. Instead, I think Mika will kind of turn to Amity and like noticing the change in posture and everything. Okay, at some point we need to talk about what's going on with you. Because you've been really weird. these past couple days. And I know we're kind of in a time crunch and we need to save my brother, but at some point we need to talk about that kiss too. And
That's a great face.
Does Mika actually pause?
she's kind of just rambling on about like all the weird things that Amity's been doing as Enmity recently as they're walking out of the down the halls to get back to the main door. She doesn't want to be saying any of this in front of mortals because that would be weird. So she wants to stop before they get into like the main lobby area where she knows the nurse is. But she would just kind of be rambling on unless Amity interrupts.
Mm-hmm.
Amity would let it flow. But then when you finally started to like peter out, they would just be like, "I'm sorry, I didn't ask. Could have asked. I know you humans are big on consent,
Well,
which makes sense. Totally, I get that."
mhm. And there's that, but there's also the fact that you kissed me at the worst possible time.
Well, it didn't occur to me that there might be another time at the time.
Fair.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just ask next time.
Next time.
Amity, you do know I like you, right? That's why you kissed me? Mika now just looked really confused. Like, there were pieces that were put together in her head at some point that now are not fitting together, and now she's just confused again.
Well, some things are still nice to hear out loud.
Fair.
I like you too, but you knew that for sure, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the kiss kind of gave it away.
Yeah.
Let's go back to campus and
Yeah.
then we can
Yeah. Let's. Yep.
talk more about it.
Okay. Well, the trip back to campus will be uneventful. So I guess I'm opening the opportunity that if you two are staying the night together, we can proceed with that scene, or if you're going separate ways, then we can progress to the morning.
I don't remember, had Damon and Amity or Enmity seen Mika in Fifth's room? Because I know it was trashed, but I can't remember. I think only Mika saw that, right?
I think
somebody was with Mika, was it?
Enmity was with Mika.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Enmity
So-
would have seen the room.
Yeah, they'd break it up again. Do you want to go? Well, your room was kind of. I guess someone was attacked in there earlier, so if you'd like to come to my dorm.
Yeah. I don't know that I'd be able to sleep in there. I haven't really had a chance to clean it up yet.
Yeah. Well, find time for that sometime, I'm sure.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, let's go back to yours.
Okay. Yeah, I think in the terms of brevity, Amity is just gonna be super awkward, but hopeful. So I think they would just kind of be trying to like get Mika settled because they know that it's been a tough tough day with losing both siblings, and so they're just trying to like be accommodating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And go ahead, Winter. Sorry.
Oh, well, what I was going to say is, so in Monster Hearts, each skin has a sex move, which we have experienced previously with Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's called a sex move doesn't mean it's necessarily because you're having sex. It can be moments of intimacy and vulnerability. So, we're opening it up to people who may be ace or, otherwise, who may want to be able to engage in those moves, but not through actual sex. So, my question to the two of you is, does this evening trigger those moves in how you interact with each other, open up to each other, or do you pass it by still getting comfortable with each other?
I think Mika for sure would be seeking that intimacy, especially now that it's out in the open. How far she takes it would more be based on Amity's signals.
Well, you can also roll to turn someone on.
Yeah, I think if Mika showed any sort of like interest, Amity be on board, since they're kind of like leaving it up to Mika in terms of like they've had the shittiest day, they get to decide.
Aww.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, I mean, I think Mika would think about probing a little bit as far as like the behavior that's been going on. Because especially like the change in demeanor is throwing her off a bit. For sure. But I think after that point, she would be able to focus on more of seeking a distraction in the person that she cares about, is the best way to put it.
Sure.
it's well,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna go into RP, I guess. If there's a
Sure.
role
Yeah,
or
please.
something. Amity responding to the question. Well, I don't know. I guess it's a Fae thing. Kind of had to. My auntie kind of explained it that it was not really a thing that humans did. It's kind of like what Bobby does, but he gets all aggressive. We don't. They don't have emotions the same way that humans do. So, I guess you could say, in a mood. Is probably the best way to describe it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know your side of things.
So, your change in mood involves you being more assertive, putting on a leather jacket, and trying to make out with me at a random time?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that weird?
A little bit, but I mean,
Um,
not necessarily in a bad way.
Amity will take off the leather jacket and kind of like toss it aside, trying to be nonchalant. Well, I didn't do anything I didn't mean. Which may not be what a human would expect to hear. Does that make sense? I can't really be sorry for being who I am, but I hope I didn't hurt you.
You don't have to be sorry. It just caught me off guard. But I also meant it when I said that it was hot, just not the right time. And I think Mika would use that moment to try and turn Amity on.
Give me the roll.
Alright, well, we got a -1 to hot, so let's see how awkward this turns out. Apparently, this is the one time that the dice like me today.
It
So,
wants you to get some.
That's a 9 -1 is 8.
All right.
So partial success, but
So-
still.
On a partial success, either Amity can give you a string or choose one of these reactions. They give themselves to you. They promise something that they think you want, or get embarrassed and awkward. So string, string, give yourself to her, promise, or act awkward.
The give, for sure. Amity will respond in kind.
Alrighty.
Not that we have to like play out the scene, but how is it initiated? Like when you give yourself, like, is it just like leaping at Mika with a kiss, or like?
Well, if Mika came in for, yes, I assume, I think Amity would just respond and then just get very handsy. As awkward as they have been, they are not awkward about sex.
Which would definitely come as a surprise to Mika, but yeah, Mika would have been after making that remark, she would have blushed a little bit, and then at that point kind of realizing that she was going to have to be the one to initiate that, would have moved in for the kiss at that point, which is where things would have moved forward.
Amity will definitely get a little more dominant after that.
Oh. Gain that confidence and solid step into it. Yeah. Beautiful. So that triggers both of your moves.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for our lovely Infernal, that is you trade over one of the strings from your dark power over to Amity.
Yes. So, when you have
That
sex,
means-
the dark power loses a string on you and gains a string on whoever you had sex with.
So I don't gain a string, they gain a string on me.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And then for our lovely Fae, when you lie naked with another, you can ask them for a promise. If they refuse, take 2 strings on them. So I'm curious, what promise do you ask of Mika?
Can you promise not to lose yourself to this brim? I know you are walking down a path that you need to walk down, but I don't want you to get lost in the woods.
Mika will sit with that for a moment. She realizes that that's a very big ask. Especially with how she's realizing how much she's... as helpless as she feels, or she has felt, especially in the fight with Emily when she was unable to do anything. She's at a point where she feels like she needs this power to do anything to protect anyone. And especially now that feelings have come forward with Amity, she is especially intent on protecting Amity from any of this mess that they may have gotten into. She would kind of wince at that ask and look back to them.
I'm not saying you need to give anything up. I just want you to recognize that this is big, what you're doing.
I know. I can promise to do my best, but that's really the only promise I can make. I don't know what it's going to ask of me, Amity, but in order to keep the power, I need to do what it asks.
No. That won't always be the case.
Amity, I can't keep anyone safe without this. Without it, Well, I'm like any person outside of this campus who has no idea the things that hide in the dark. And would be powerless to stop it even if they did.
Amity will give Mika a quick kiss on the lips. Say, I think you underestimate yourself and humanity. You're not the only one with fairy tales.
Until I learn a little bit more about yours, my thoughts still stand.
So, Amity, that to me sounds like a refusal. How does it ring with you?
Yeah, I think it would be a refusal. They recognize that it was a big ask, but they're not dissatisfied with the conversation.
Okay.
I do get two strings.
Two strings on Mika.
Mika.
All right. The two of you will settle into sleep, however troubled it may be. Whether you find peace or tension in each other's arms as you drift to sleep. I'll let you decide that. But
Amity would be very happy.
Mika would also be very happy.
Good. I like that. Well, in that case, we are moving to morning. Bobby, you
Yes.
awake in your glade.
Mm-hmm.
Covered in all kinds of detritus and entrails from your kills.
There's a weird taste in my mouth. Ugh. But at least now there's a box in the glade with like clothes, so I don't have to run around naked because the pack at least throws shit in there.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's probably an oversized t-shirt and basketball shorts or something and like sandals. So I'll walk out of the woods and go try to check on Jonathan. Hopefully he's in his dorm and he knows where my mom is.
Jonathan will meet you at the edge of the wood. having been coming to find you.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how are you?
I mean, still getting used to things, I guess. How are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, she's gone.
You see Jonathan's body, as incorporeal as it is, sag with relief. Oh, that's, that... I don't know how to feel about that, actually.
Well, at least she'll never hurt you again. I made sure.
Well, I'm not sure anything can right now, but thanks. Thank you for avenging me, I guess?
Yeah, I did it for you as much as I did it for myself, I guess.
I mean,
I just could not stand her being around.
that's totally fair. I mean, I would, if I had the chance, I probably wouldn't have done anything different.
Do you know where my mom is?
She went back to the hotel last night. She was pretty shaken up.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm sure that we can, I don't know, go out to breakfast or something?
I don't know. I don't have my phone either.
Right.
Which is fine. We'll find her at some point. I just realized, like when I woke up in the glade, I have no idea why she's here.
Oh, she... Weirdest thing, she told me... And I just gotta say, I love your mom just for this. She wanted to make sure you were eating right. Brought you a whole bunch of prepared meals. And wanted to make sure that your living space was adequate and you were being taken care of.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's it?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that woman. Okay. That's why she's here?
I don't know about you. I mean, I don't know what your history with her is beyond, the obvious. But it... I would love a mom like that.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I really laid into her yesterday, too. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. Well, when we see her, I'll apologize or something.
Okay.
Are you okay?
As okay as I'm gonna be, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what to do about my body.
Yeah. Because...
I mean, the nurse might be able to... I don't know. Get it to a mortuary? I don't...
Do we do a funeral if you're still around?
Is that the normal thing?
I have no clue. Damon was the first ghost I met.
Uh,
Do we tell your parents? Like, and what do we tell them?
that is a very good question.
Now, are they normal or are they like weird too?
uh, I would say that they're familiar with the supernatural. So,
Okay.
uh, yeah.
All right. That's a lot to think about. Um, let me go change into some real clothes and then why don't we go check on Damon cuz he's dealt with a lot too.
Sure. Yeah. Um, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he will walk with you toward the dorms and up to Damon's dorm.
Mhm.
After you get changed, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damon, there's a knock at your door.
And a few moments later, the doors open, and there stands Damon.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi. It's good to see you guys. I was a little worried about you. Bobby.
You doing okay?
And he stumbles at the question, like he was expecting it, but it still catches him off guard.
So, wait. How do you do that?
Do what?
Become, like, solid. Because this transparency thing is kind of, like, a little disorienting.
Yeah, I hear you. It comes with practice. You just have to trust it.
Vague, but okay.
That's-
Maybe you could, like, teach me sometime?
I'd be happy to give you ghost lessons. But
Grinning montage.
I will.
All right, well, I will defer to you, Obi-Wan Casper.
That's good. That's good.
That was really lame, but at least it was cute.
I gotta admit it, Bobby. This is, it's tough seeing you. And Damon is noticeably avoiding eye contact with Bobby.
I'm
I
sorry.
know everything that led up to that, but there's just nothing that prepares you to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know it was a lot.
Yeah. 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 So
Bobby's just gonna interrupt you and hug you.
Oh.
It's a big old bear hug.
and Damon returns it, sort of hugging you lower, like sort of around your back. I imagine that Bobby is taller than Damon.
Probably a little bit, yeah.
So anyway, and disengaging from the hug, I appreciate you stopping by, but I think I need a bit more time to make my way through all that's happened.
Okay, I get it. I'm here, and I don't know where my phone is. But come find me. when you're ready. Okay?
I will. I will. I just gotta mellow out here at my place and just be in a place where I'm comfortable for a little while longer, and then
Mhm.
yeah, we can talk about it.
And don't stay alone too long, because I don't think this is over. There's still more we have to deal with.
Yeah.
But I'll leave you for now.
Alrighty. I just brewed up some tea if you want any for the road.
No, that's okay. Thanks, but you want and need space. I'll leave you.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Thanks for checking in, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, kind of owe my unlife to you.
Yeah. That was new for me too. Well, yeah, we'll check back in about the ghost lessons.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. They will make their exit.
Mm-hmm.
Head on out. Where are you going? Just so we can set up for the next scene.
Yeah, hey, wanna go back to, my room before my mom shows up?
I would love that.
Nice. I wanna find out what that ghost body can do. If you don't mind.
I mean, you remember the opening, or no? Yeah, the scene in Ghostbusters
Yeah.
when the ghost is like floating over Ray and goes invisible, and then suddenly his pants are undone and all that other stuff. That was, I admit, that was
Can you
kind
do
of
that?
maybe. I could try.
Let's go right now.
Hell yeah.
And he will grab Jonathan's hand, if he can grab Jonathan's hand and like run.
I never thought that there'd be a chance to reference the Ghostbusters sex scene.
As unironically sexy.
Yeah, right?
One of those moments where it's like things you never expect to hear until you hear them in a D&D campaign.
Yeah.
Or in this case, a Monster Hearts campaign.
God bless us, everyone.
I
It truly is the
love
Christmas season.
This game.
Me
Oh,
too.
I'm being visited by some ghosts tonight. Oh, I'm getting Scrooged. Oh,
I finally found a veil.
bad puns.
Scrooged.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
think anybody wants to know what that is.
No.
Oh. Whew. Okay. All right. So, Amity and Mika, you will also awaken in the morning, maybe a little bit later in the day. Later in the morning, I mean. Needing the rest after your recent ordeals. How do you feel upon waking?
Morning.
Good morning.
Amity will go in for a kiss.
Mika will reciprocate. Kind of smile a little bit. Well, I hope you had as good of a time last night as I did.
Most definitely.
Good. And you'll see kind of the smile slowly fade as Mika processes that they can't stay in this moment forever as much as she wants to. And she'll sort of lean in at that moment for one last kiss. And look at Amity seriously. Well, I may need to borrow some clothes. Because it's going to be really weird to walk around in the same clothes as yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I think we need to find everyone else so we can talk about finding my brother.
Yeah. Amity will pull Mika in for a tight hug and then set about finding clothes in Presser Forest. We should probably check on Damon first. I don't know if anybody grabbed his phone from his sister last night. I guess Bobby won't have his either.
Shit, you're right. Neither of them have their phones. Where did Bobby's end up? As she's dressing, I don't even... Everything is really hazy after I got stabbed, honestly.
When did he have... Because he changed and hurt Eloise. When did he change? Did he have his phone then? So, seems like
when did you
2 or
lose
3
your
months
phone,
ago.
Bobby?
It would have been when I turned into my darkest self, which was shortly after I beat her with a hammer. Beat Emily with a hammer.
Oh.
Yeah, but we went through that scene from
you went
coming
from the fight with
Eloise.
Jonathan.
Yeah, there was no time for you to ever collect your phone.
Yeah, you would have left.
I don't think you went back to your dorm.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
I'm pretty sure it's like 2 or even 3 transformations ago that
it's
you
in
last had your
Jonathan's
phone.
room.
Oh, well, perfect.
Oh.
Perfect.
I didn't even realize that. I thought it was in like the abandoned dorms.
Oh no, yeah, you would have left it before you attacked Eloise.
Yep.
The first time you attacked Emily.
The first time I went into my darkest self that day.
Yep.
4 times?
Or no, 3 times.
Because 4. Because first when I found Jonathan,
which turned into the one that you went after Eloise, right?
Oh yeah, that is one time. That was just a long time.
And then the one with Jonathan, and
then with Jonathan, and then
Emily.
in the abandoned dorm. So it was 3. Okay, never mind, not 4. Yep.
Yep. In that case, you find your phone. Maybe you post-coitus.
Yeah, after getting to reestablish my connection with my sex move. Yes.
Well, Jonathan has a new one now.
Yeah, what does that do to me? What does the ghost sex move do?
So
Damon?
you're laying in bed.
Okay.
And he's draped across you as much as he can without phasing through you. So a ghost sex move is when you have sex with someone, you both get to ask a question of one another. They can be asked in character or player to player. They must answer honestly and directly. Jonathan will start. Let's see. 1 second. Emotions. Would you answer something truthfully?
Yeah, of course. What?
Do you honestly see a future for us? You know, now that I'm dead?
Why wouldn't I? I really do love you. That hasn't changed. You're different superficially, but you're the same person.
It's not superficial. It's a huge change.
But you're the same person.
Maybe. I think one of the reasons that I'm so awkward right now is because I haven't adjusted to that change yet.
Welcome to my life. That's every day for me. But I don't see why not. I also don't know what the future will ever bring. None of us do. But I really care about you. And I want to try to make this work however we can. Who knows?
All right. Well,
Why?
go ahead.
Why me?
What do you mean?
You're so outgoing and good looking, and I don't know, I feel like such an opposite for you so much. Why me?
Haven't you ever heard opposites attract? Which, to be honest, little idioms like that are just total bullshit, but the first day I saw you in class, just this, you have this sweet icing of a presence, and it intrigued me. But when I got to really dig into that cake, I found your layers, and they are delectable in more ways than one.
Okay.
And I kind of fell in love with you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. Very good. That's about the time that Bobby, you'll hear your phone chime with a text from your mother.
Oh. It's here.
What?
Hold on. And I'll look around for the phone. And when I find it,
yeah, you'll find it amid your shredded clothing. That
oh, it was here. Oh, that makes so much more. Okay, it was here. All right. Well, oh, okay. What's my mom say? How many texts are there?
lots.
Bug
Like about 60 something texts, mostly
today.
From last night and this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Normal.
Including probably a call every half hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Mostly asking if you're okay. What do you need? I'm sorry about your boyfriend. I he seemed like a really nice boy, and all, and then later, like, the text changed to, so your boyfriend's back from the dead and is trying to hold my hand but can't. uh this feels weird, and I need you to come home and all these other things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm just gonna send a text that says, "Good morning, not dead. How are you?"
She's immediately going to call.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, Bobby, I was so worried. Where'd you go?
Oh, we just had to take care of some stuff last night, and we're good. We're safe. Not dead. I heard you went to a hotel.
Yeah, I needed my sleep, especially after that very trying day.
Mm-hmm. Yesterday was a lot for all of us.
It was a very much a lot. Uh, is your boyfriend still dead?
Yes, he's fine though.
What do you
Jonathan
mean fine?
is here. Well, yes, he's dead, but he is here, and we were actually hanging out, and I was gonna call you in a bit. I didn't know where my phone was. I had lost it, but you texted me and I heard it, so thanks.
Oh, well, then I suppose I should not worry, I guess.
Yeah, no, we're good. Did you want to like get brunch or something?
That would be lovely. I
Okay,
think I'm
cool.
going to catch the next flight out.
Oh.
This has been a little hard on your mother's heart.
You know, I had no idea why you were here, and I was worried. But Jonathan said that you like brought meals and stuff, and that was super sweet.
Yeah. I still
just
got
wanted
them,
to
and I
say-
need to make sure you get them.
I really appreciate that. I am so sorry for just losing it on you yesterday. Yesterday was a lot, and
Oh,
I'm
it's
just
no
sorry.
problem. I would love to get brunch, and if you have any other friends that want to join, they are more than welcome.
Okay, I will text them and let them know. You just let me know where you want to go, and we'll meet you there.
There is this really nice coffee place right off.
Oh, the Corvus Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. We'll meet you there.
Very good.
And I'll text everyone. My mom wants to meet at the Corvus Cup she's probably buying.
We will go pick up Damon and meet you there.
Okay.
Okay.
I stopped by his place. He wanted space, but he may go out if you ask him.
Mika will also text in the group. We'll see. If he wants space still, I'll bring him back some coffee.
Okay.
we'll get dressed, smell less like sex, then head over to coffee.
I don't think Jonathan has to worry about that, but sure.
I mean, in this case, we'll all smell like it if one of us does.
Oh, that's true.
We need to get Damon laid.
Yeah. Poor Damon's the only one that's left out.
Aww.
We gotta
Can't
find
even blame it
Damon.
on him being a ghost either.
Mm-mm.
Jonathan
Not
got them.
anymore. Yeah.
Running out of excuses over here.
Yep. Yep.
But Mika would probably lead the way in a sense of heading down to Damon's dorm
Okay.
whenever Amity is dressed and ready.
Yeah. Amity will try to hold Mika's hand.
Mika will allow it and hold Amity's hand all the way down to the dorm. Knock on Damon's door.
And after a few moments, Damon, wearing the same clothes as yesterday, opens the door. Oh, it's good to see you guys again.
Yay.
What's going on? What's up?
So, well, I just wanted to check in. I know Bobby texted that he stopped by. He said that his mom wants to meet at the Corvus Cup and is buying. I know you said you want space when you talked to him, but if you want to come, you are welcome. If not, I can bring you back coffee. Just let me know what you want.
I think I can come with you guys. I didn't sleep much last night, and I could use something a little stronger than tea. So that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me a second. I think I need to get changed, and I'll just give me a few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Take your time.
And Damon heads back to go get into some better smelling clothes.
Very good. So you get changed out, and everybody heads to the Corvus Cup. All right. Do we remember what day it is?
Funny joke.
I
That's
want
a
to say it's like
good
Wednesday
question.
now. I believe we had a big Sunday,
Yep.
and then a Monday, I think, was when Eloise was hurt.
Yep. So all of that would have happened on the Monday, so it'd be
Yes.
And
Tuesday.
then Tuesday, Emily got her face ripped off,
Yeah.
and now it's Wednesday morning, I believe.
Oh, was there? Okay.
Yes, because Saturday was the first night of the full moon. So I think
So Saturday, Sunday, Monday. would have
Friday
been-
into Saturday was the first full moon. So
Hmm.
then Saturday to Sunday, Sunday to Monday was the last full moon, which was when Eloise got hurt. So Monday. Then Tuesday would have been killing Emily. Yeah.
Okay, so Wednesday. Yeah. All right. Very cool. The campus is coming alive with students peeling themselves out of their dorm rooms and heading to the cantina for food before heading off to class, or some unlucky students heading to class because they have the early morning classes. Despite all of the death and chaos that has surrounded the four of you and your relations, it is a strange sight to see life continuing on despite what your worldview has been recently. And you arrive at the Corvus Cup, and it is as busy as ever. students rushing in for their cup of joe and some pastries before rushing off to class. Couple of professors who don't have early morning classes are sitting at tables discussing various topics. Bobby, your mom, has taken up a table in the far back, and there is a large multi-tiered Tupperware on the table, and you can see these various meals that have been packed into them. And she sees you and waves you down.
Oh God. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Bobby.
Oh, Mom.
And we'll give you, like, jump up to give you a big hug and try to hug Jonathan. You're still semi-incorporeal, so... good to see you too, Jonathan. Thanks. And who are your friends?
You met them yesterday, right? There was Mika and Damon and then
it was such
Amity.
a busy day.
We didn't really have time for an introduction, Bobby.
I guess that's fair, huh? It was a little busy. Okay, yeah. So this is Mika, and then Damon, and and
nice
that's
to
Amity.
meet you. I'm a hugger, and we're going for hugs for everybody.
And Mika will just be surprised. She was kind of expecting the same formality from her adoptive mother, and really not getting that is like, oh, I forgot this is how parents are supposed to act. Accepts the hug.
Amity tries to out-hug her.
there's like a mutual like hugging, tighter and tighter contest. Whew, got a grip there.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. And what are you... I'm sorry, that's rude. Where do you come from?
Oh, I come from far, far away. I'm Faye.
Fiji?
A little far. I don't know where that is, but maybe.
Oh. Well, that is very far.
Mom, she's Faye.
Oh.
Like fairy.
Like out of the bedtime stories?
Kinda,
Yep.
yeah.
Amity will make herself look a little more cat-like.
Oh.
For a brief second.
So wait, are you like a cat and like Bobby is a dog? How do you get along?
No, nothing like a cat.
No. We get along just fine, Mom.
Amity says nothing like a cat, just as they like step onto the chair and like squat instead of sitting like normal.
So, now that all that trouble yesterday is over, how are your classes?
Fine. We actually have a group project we've been working on.
That was due Monday.
But Monday was a little chaotic, so that must have been pushed back.
You
sure it
don't
wasn't
know?
on Thursday?
I don't
No,
remember.
no, class was canceled.
That's right. She would have had to push back the deadline if class got canceled.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed to have 2 more classes before that presentation.
Uh-huh.
Are you supposed to be in class now?
I think class is the least of our worries at the moment.
I can't remember the last time we went.
Not on my schedule. No, I have a free block right now.
Well, I made you these. I'm like, drop the Tupperware in her front of it.
Oh,
I need to make
Mom.
sure my boy is eating.
You know we have a calf, right?
Oh, sure. But nothing beats home cooking.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Thanks.
And she'll like pinch your cheek and
Mom.
that's my boy.
Oh, God.
At which point Jonathan is distracted by something, by the door opening, and he puts a semi-corporeal hand on your shoulder, Bobby. Speak of the fucking devils.
What?
My parents just walked in?
Ah!
What do they look like?
They look pretty normal. They dress kind of middle class, not too showy, but obviously not on the poverty line. Mom is a bit shorter, red hair, and Dad is graying at the temples, kind of that moving into that silver fox age.
Mm-hmm. I'll let Jonathan take the lead on how to react here.
He immediately ducks behind the pillar that kind of juts out from the wall and covers part of that table area. I can't see them right now. Like, what the fuck?
Okay. Go invisible if you need to, if you know how.
And he looks frantically over at Damon.
Damon's not been in this specific situation before, being that his parents don't really know. And so he's just kind of...
Okay.
Right under the table.
With that being the only line of advice, he does duck under the table.
I will try to position myself to get in the way of their view. I'll move chairs if I have to.
Very good. Keep your cool.
Yep. This is not my strong suit. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, I haven't had to roll anything yet. Hold on. I gotta just open up Bobby's character sheet quick.
Oh, okay.
I think I just rolled a 4. I just rolled a 4.
Despite your attempts to hide Jonathan,
Can I say
oh yeah,
I just-
please.
fall backwards, the chair falls over, and then Jonathan is just plainly visible, cowering under the table. And the fall draws their attention.
Sure. Their heads like snap over to the table and just behold the strangest sight. Bobby having fallen over on his back.
Oh God.
Jonathan revealed under the table. and the rest of you just like frozen in. What do we do here?
Bobby's mom in just Midwest cannot compute the social awkwardness, just frozen.
Yep.
Perfect beehive. You know, with that swooped bang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that is a good button to stop on, honestly.
Do they see Jonathan at least? Like,
Yes.
can we get
Oh yeah.
their
No,
initial
they
reaction?
see the whole. Well,
I can imagine this so perfectly. It's a tableau with like the table at the midline.
Yeah.
9 legs flailing in like a V shape above the chair, and Jonathan's face framed between the flailing legs and the table line, in terror in that dark spot underneath the table.
oh, it's beautiful. I love
Oh.
it, and I think it's a perfect like cliffhanger for our next session, and mostly, because I had talked to Abby about some of the stuff she wanted to see in this particular episode, and Jonathan's parents appearing was one of them. However, I'm not sure where she wants to go with it, so hopefully she will be able to be back here next week for to be able to present that to you. Because
Awesome.
this is going to be interesting. This whole episode has been interesting. These last couple episodes I've been really honored to run and to get to play with you all. I've just really enjoyed it, so thank you for having me on. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything crossed, whatever, that Abby will be able to finish out this wonderful campaign and this wonderful story that she and all of you, our wonderful cast, have put together and made so amazing. Thank you to our few viewers that we've had tonight. That's okay. We know that life gets in the way and people get busy. These videos will be available on Mistress Winter's Court on YouTube, so check out our channel and you will be able to find them. And check out the rest of the story. Revisit some of your favorite bits and parts. There have been some amazing and thrilling and horrific moments in this story, so do check them out. But until next time, I have been your Mistress of Ceremonies, host and producer of Ravenwood, a Monster Hearts 2 story, Mistress Winter. You can find me at Mistress Winter, at gmistresswinter, at X, Blue Sky, and Instagram. I am a writer, graphic designer, aspiring voice actress, and all-around TTRPG hobbyist. Mostly, I am excited about All Our Faults. If you like Monster Hearts, check out our new podcast. All Our Faults is fresh out. We've got 3 prologue episodes out. We're going on our 4th, which I'm excited because that is Juicy's episode coming up here very soon, and it is a thriller. Like
Spicy.
it is very spicy in all the wrong ways.
Yes.
So do check out All Our Faults. It is on your favorite podcast distribution app, whatever. Spotify, Apple, you name it, we're there. Beyond that, I am here every Monday running the Facet, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign. We are also coming to the grand finale of that particular story, and it is amping up to be absolutely epic. So check us out on Mondays at 8 Eastern. But yeah, thank you for being here, and we hope to see you next week. Let's have our casts give us their outros, starting with Emma.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Emma. Tonight I played Mika the Infernal. which I'm really gonna miss this character when we are done. It makes me sad to think that we're coming to the close, but I'm excited to see what happens. Outside of that, I am the founder and creative director of Tabletop Tale Spinners Network, a podcast network which is hosting All Our Faults, which is a fantastic show. Winter and her amazing cast, which includes Juicy, have been doing a fantastic job on it, and I am so excited to see what you guys think of all these episodes that are going to be coming out here soon. We also have 2 other podcasts that are currently on a bit of a posting hiatus. However, there is plenty there for you to listen to in the meantime. Both podcasts I run. The first is a D&D 5e long-term campaign called Chronicles of Kriath that is coming up on its 2nd year of posting, so there's plenty of backlog there for you. And the other is Improv Madness, which is a one-shot podcast, also 5e, that features sessions that I'm losing my words, sorry,
okay.
that features the sessions that are entirely improvised by both the players and the GM, so no one comes in with any prep whatsoever, and it's just bundles of fun and chaos. So I'm super excited for everyone to see those episodes once they come off of hiatus, but in the meantime there's plenty of content to catch up on. And definitely be on the lookout for some other fun appearances. I have guested on some other streams in the past over on both on Mistress Winter's Court, if you wanted to go check out the Tabletop Tuesday Monster Hearts 2-shot that I did with this group. That was really fun.
Roanoke, yeah.
Yes.
That also had
as
Stouffer in it too, like 3 of you.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically everyone except for Alex was not in on that one, but I also did a couple of one-shots over on the OKSDM's YouTube channel with sagas that are definitely worth checking out. Those were super fun. I played in a Pokemon Apocalypse one-shot and a fantasy one-shot protecting dragon eggs called Keepers. So both of those are definitely worth checking out as well. But in the meantime, just we do have a link tree for Tabletop Tale Spinners that has all of our socials and all the podcasts. So definitely go check that out to find out more on what's coming up next for TTN.
Thank you so much. Stouffer.
I am Stouffer. I played Amity in this session, the Fae who has a bit of a mood disorder. As far as social goes, you can find me on Mistress Winter's Discord.
And links for that are in the chat. Thank you so much. Alex.
Hey everybody, I'm Alex. I play our ghost in the campaign named Damon Fullerton. And similarly, you can find me in Mistress Winter's Discord under my character's name.
Wonderful. And we are all absolutely glad to have you. And last but absolutely not least, the fabulous Juicy.
Hi, yep, I'm Juicy Garland, Boston area drag queen and super nerd. You can find me on the Twitter and Blue Sky at Juicy Garland and Instagram at juicy.garland. You can find me in all sorts of stuff because I am a glutton for punishment, including All Our Faults, which I am in love with doing. It's been so much fun. I'm so excited for that Faulty Flashpoint to come out next week. I'm so excited to get that out there. But in addition, I'm doing other stuff with Tabletop Tale Spinners that will be announced whenever it's ready, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Recently, I've done stuff with the Neon Caster for Phantom Arts Fest. I've also done stuff on the OKSDM's channel, also other stuff with, of course, Mistress Winter. Also, I've done stuff on a whole bunch of other channels, and recently there was one podcast recording that came out with Falcon Wizard on oh my god, I forgot the name of that dang podcast because I don't have it written down. How unprofessional. Anyways, if you pay attention to all my social medias, you'll see the stuff that I do routinely because I'm incessant about it. And you can check out all the YouTube channels for the folks I work with because they usually post stuff on VODs there. that my brain's dying. It's been a long day.
It's all right.
Have a good one.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you all. Thank you for watching. And we hope to see you next week, next Thursday, same time, same channel, for another episode of Ravenwood, a Monster Hearts 2 story. Until then, have a great weekend and a great week, and we will see you then. Have a good night.